Hi, this is English Rise. If you want to build stronger English and a stronger mind at the same time, subscribe and stay close. Little by little, we are creating a life you can be proud of in your language and in English. Let us begin. There is a sentence that sounds very beautiful. You can do anything. You see it on posters, in motivational videos, on social media, on inspirational mugs. Sometimes it gives you energy. Sometimes it makes you roll your eyes. Because if we are honest, it does not always feel true. You have limits. You have responsibilities. You have fears. You have a history. So what does this really mean? Is it just a nice phrase? Or is there something real inside it that can actually change your life and your English? And how does this connect to another truth? You have one life, one chance, one story to write. No second version, no rehearsal, no save and reload. This is it. Today we are going to explore what "you can do anything" really means, what it does not mean, and how remembering that you have one life, one chance, can give you the courage to act differently today. Many people secretly live as if they had unlimited chances. They say, "One day I will change my job. One day I will travel. One day I will speak English without fear. One day I will take care of my health. One day I will be more present with the people I love." But one day never appears on the calendar. There is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, no one day. So the years pass. They repeat the same routines, the same complaints, the same excuses. Time does not stop to ask for their permission. It just moves. And one day they wake up and realize they treated their life like a rehearsal, but it was the real show the whole time. One life, one chance. This is not a reason to panic. It is an invitation to stop pretending you have endless time to become the person you want to be. When people hear "you can do anything," they often imagine something like this: instant talent, no obstacles, no pain, no sacrifice, just pure ability. If I can do anything, why is everything so hard? So they conclude, this phrase is a lie. I cannot do anything. Look at all my limits. But maybe the sentence is not about the absence of limits. Maybe it is about the size of possibility inside those limits. It does not mean you can become everyone. You can live every life. You can have every result. It means inside your one life, with your history, your body, your age, your responsibilities, there is far more potential than you are currently using. You may not be able to do everything, but you could do so much more than you are doing. And the distance between your current life and the life you could build is made of decisions, not magic. Think about your English. Right now, you have a certain level. You understand some things. You cannot understand others. You speak in some situations. You stay quiet in others. You could say, "This is who I am. I am not good with languages. I do not have time. I am too busy. I am too old. I am too shy." If that story never changes, your future is easy to predict. In 10 years, you will still be saying, "My English is not enough. I am waiting to feel ready. One day I will try again." But it is also true that inside the next 10 years, you could transform your English completely. You could go from fear to confidence, silence to expression, dependence on subtitles to understanding real people. Is this guaranteed? No. Is it possible? Yes. You could do anything in English does not mean you will wake up fluent tomorrow. It means if you truly commit over years, with intelligent practice, with patience, with courage, you can arrive in a place that now feels unreachable. You cannot cheat time and effort, but you can choose to use them. The biggest prison you will ever face is not outside. It is the story you repeat about yourself. I am not that kind of person. I am not good enough. People like me do not do things like that. I always fail. I cannot change. These sentences look like descriptions, but very often, they are decisions. Once you decide, I am not someone who speaks in meetings, you stop trying to speak. Every meeting becomes proof that your story is true. Once you decide, I am not disciplined, you stop practicing discipline. Every time you procrastinate becomes evidence. Your story creates your behavior. Your behavior confirms your story. You live inside a loop. You can do anything is not about lying to yourself. It is about opening that loop. You start asking, what if my story is smaller than my potential? What if I am capable of more than I have allowed myself to attempt? One life, one chance. Do you really want to spend it repeating the same story from your past, or do you want to write a new chapter? Sometimes the idea that you can do more does not feel exciting. It feels heavy. Because if you can do more, then you are also responsible for not doing it. It is easier to say, I cannot, than to say, I could, but I am not choosing to. I cannot protects you. You do not need to try. You do not need to risk. You do not need to feel guilty. But it also locks you in a very small room. I could, but I am not choosing to, is harder at first. It takes away the illusion that your life is controlled by some external force. It returns your power, and with power comes responsibility. When you say, I could improve my English if I dedicated 20 or 30 minutes a day for the next years, but I am choosing to do something else with that time. You may feel uncomfortable. Good. That discomfort is the sound of your honesty waking up. From that place, you can finally choose. Consciously. Not automatically. One life. One chance. Think for a moment about the person you could become in the next 10 years if you truly decided to grow. Not in every area, but in a few that really matter to you. Maybe your health, your English, your emotional maturity, your relationships, your contribution to the world. Imagine you choose 2 or 3. Now imagine that from today onward, you treat those areas like sacred projects, not as wishes, not as fantasies, as projects. You give them time, you give them attention, you learn, you fail, you adjust, you keep going when it is boring, you keep going when it is slow, you keep going when no one is watching. Who could you become? Not in your imagination, in reality. If you live like this, could you honestly say in the future, I did what I could with the life I had? Or will you reach the end thinking, I had the chance, I just did not use it? With English, the idea that you can do anything becomes very concrete. You can move to another country, change your career, work with international clients, study things that are only available in English, make friends from different cultures, understand movies, podcasts, books without translation. Right now, some of these things may feel distant, but they are not magic. They are simply on the other side of years of practice. You will not wake up one day and find your fluency under the pillow. You will build it. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes at a time, with real contact, with speaking, with listening, with mistakes. You can do anything in English means if you treat your English like a priority, not like a hobby, it can become a key that opens doors you cannot even see right now. But no one can do this for you. Not a teacher, not a course, not a video. They can help, they can guide, they can inspire. But in the end, your mouth must speak, your ears must listen, your eyes must read, your brain must stay. One life, one chance. How much of it will you live behind the wall of "I am afraid to speak"? There is another danger inside the phrase "you can do anything." The danger of trying to do everything at the same time. When you think, one life, one chance, I must do all things, you fill your mind with 100 goals. You start 10 different projects. You read 5 books at once. You sign up for too many things. You feel constantly late. Then you burn out. The truth is, you can do many things in one life, but not all at once. You cannot be in 10 careers at the same time, in 5 countries at the same time, in every possible version of you. You have to choose. This is not a limitation. It is a gift. Focus gives your actions power. Choosing English as a serious project for this season of your life does not mean you give up everything else forever. It means, for now, this matters a lot. You are saying, in my one life, this is one door I want to open. I cannot open all doors at once. I will open this one with attention. This is how you can do anything meets reality. Not with chaos, but with clear choices. Maybe you are thinking, okay, I understand the idea, one life, one chance. I can do more. I should use my time better. But I feel tired. I feel small. I do not feel like a powerful person who can do anything. Let us be clear. Feeling tired does not mean you are weak. Feeling small does not mean you are incapable. It means you are human. You can do anything is not a command to be strong every second. It is a reminder that even in your weakness, you have choices. On a low-energy day, you can still choose a 5-minute action that respects your future. You can watch a short English video with full attention. You can speak to yourself for 3 minutes. You can write a small paragraph. These actions look tiny, but they are votes. Votes for the person you want to become. One vote does not win an election, but thousands of votes over time create a result. The power to give these votes is inside you even on days when you do not feel like a superhero. At the end, you can do anything. One life, one chance is not a slogan for a t-shirt. It is a mirror. It reflects 2 truths. First, you have much more potential for growth than you are using now. You are capable of learning far more, changing more, giving more than your fear believes. Second, you do not have unlimited time. Days are passing. Years are passing. Sooner than you think, you will look back and see what you did with your chance. You are not in control of everything. You are in control of something. Your attention, your next hour, your next decision, the way you respond to fear, the way you treat your English. If you must live only one life, and you do, why live it as the smallest version of yourself? Why speak like a stranger inside your own dreams? You do not need perfect courage. You need one honest step, then another, then another. Learning one new phrase, speaking one imperfect sentence, sitting with English for a few more minutes instead of escaping. These are not small things. They are how you quietly accept your power and quietly respect your chance. You can do far more than your fear says, and you will not be here forever. So use today. Use your voice. Use your time. Use your chance. Not one day, this day. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video.